Australian Open tournament director Craig Tiley recently claimed that Rafael Nadal would make his return at the tournament in 2024. Rafael Nadal's endorsement from the Australian Open could end up backfiring after the tournament director claimed he would make his comeback in January. In past years, Craig Tiley has also announced the return of Roger Federer and Serena Williams in Australia before they both ended up pulling out when they didn't recover in time. Tiley recently announced that Nadal had set a comeback date after being sidelined for most of the season. The 37-year-old hasn't played a match since he picked up a left PSO's injury when he crashed out in the second round of the Australian Open. He later underwent arthroscopic surgery in June. Speaking at the launch of the 2024 Australian Open earlier this week, the tournament director told Today, "We can reveal exclusively here that Rafa will be back. He's been off for most of the year. And in talking to him over the last few days he confirmed he will be back, which we're really excited about. That's awesome." But Nadal's team later shut down the claims that his comeback was set in stone, and the man himself spoke out on X, formerly known as Twitter. "I appreciate the vote of confidence from the Australian Open. I am practicing every day and working hard to come back ASAP," the 22-time Grand Slam champion wrote. It's not the first time Tiley has prematurely announced the return of one of the sport's great champions only for it to backfire. At the end of 2017, he claimed that it was very likely Serena Williams would be back to defend her title at the 2018 edition of the tournament. It came after the American took some time off to give birth to her first daughter. "She has got her visa, she has entered, she's practicing, and she probably just needs a bit more space for a bigger entourage. There is no question she will be ready in our view," he said at the time. But Williams later withdrew, citing a lack of preparation, and returned to the tour in Indian Wells instead. And the same thing happened with Roger Federer after the Swiss star ended his 2020 season in February and underwent double knee surgery. The Tennis Australia CEO claimed that Federer would make his return in Melbourne at the start of 2021, but he didn't return until the Doha Open in March of that year, playing just 5 tournaments before he ended his season and, a year later, retired. Every player, including Roger Federer, has committed. "We have been in touch with him and his team, and it's been 3 days now. He's hit for the first time in Dubai. He's in his normal preseason training routine," Tiley announced at the end of 2020. Just weeks later, Federer withdrew and the tournament director had to issue a new statement. Tiley said, "In the end Roger ran out of time to get himself ready for the rigors of a Grand Slam, and he's very disappointed he won't be coming to Melbourne in 2021. It means that the Australian Open chief's announcement about Nadal doesn't guarantee that the Spaniard will be ready in time to compete come January, given how Tiley's previous premature claims have panned out. Nadal will be hoping that he does not end up like Williams and Federer, withdrawing ahead of the tournament because he still hasn't recovered." The 37-year-old has been posting videos from the practice court to Instagram as he continues to increase the intensity of his training sessions in a bid to return next year.